What's the opening statement? It's me saying? All right, yeah, I'll start with a statement. Yeah, I've been blessed and fortunate to be put in a position to have decisions, and big decision for me is whether to declare for the NBA draft or not. And talking with my family, a lot of prayer. I'm deciding to declare for the NBA draft. I'm a man of faith, a lot of prayer that's going into the situation. Talking with my mom, my sister, the things they've done for me. I come from a really good background. Jeff and Thyra Webster over there, my godparents. I can't thank them enough for what they've done for me. Mr. Trout, Miss Trout, Kenny and Lisa, they've been there for me. I started with the best program with Coach Scott since 5th grade, and that was just kind of my foundation. To all the Kentucky fans, I really want to, thank y'all for what y'all have done for me this year. I've had the best coaching staff in the country. They spent countless hours working with me, night in, night out in the gym, preparing me to take this step. And also, my former high school, my former school, Prestonwood Christian Academy, they've been, huge for me, just not, at school and basketball, but it's for my faith as well. And, I can't thank, them for having my back throughout this year and for everything. I can't thank them enough. So, like I said, I'm declaring for the 2014 NBA draft, and, I'm pretty excited about it.
Question? Is there a point, Julius, where you thought about doing that?
Yeah, I did. It's just, this season, this year, the more I think about it, it just went by fast. And, I'm definitely going to miss it. Kentucky will always have a special place in my heart. And, but growing up as a kid, there's always been my dream, to play in the NBA. And, there's no better opportunity for me to achieve that goal than now.
Julius, what would be the incentives to come back?
I came here to win a national championship. I came here to grow up and mature on and off the court. And, I did that. I didn't win. I know I came one game short of winning a national championship. We did as a team. But, that's everything we went through this year is just an experience that I will never forget. So, that alone was enough. Kept me at peace, to leave.
Julius, why would you not accept the challenge of coming back to get that championship?
This more was about me personally. Everybody's dream, goal is to win a national championship. And like I said, we came one game short. But this decision was about me personally, what I felt was best for me to grow on and off the court. And also, like I said, there's no better time for me to achieve my dream than now. So.
Can you just talk about your 1 year here, and was there anything that surprised you about your experience at Kentucky?
Say my 1 year here was, it was fantastic, because, Coach Cal goes into your home, he recruits you, and he says, it's going to be the hardest thing you've ever done. You're going to work the hardest you ever did, and, you say okay, but, you may not believe it, but once you're in the fire, what he said is true, and I think that's really grown me as a person, more than even a basketball player, you can say, because, I just learned how to deal with things, and I can deal with things, and I can apply it to life as well.
How much are you looking forward to having one-on-one defenders in the NBA?
It'll be nice. It'll be nice if that's what happens. So, the next level, this is going to be a challenge, but, hopefully that happens.
What sort of feedback did you get from the NBA?
A lot of positive feedback. Enough positive feedback for me to decide that I want to enter the NBA draft. So.
What do you think about, you got at least a couple teammates that have decided to come back, another big recruiting class coming in, maybe some more guys with decisions to stay or go. How good potentially could this group be next year?
Our team next year? It'd be amazing. I mean, we have so much talent. You know, Willie coming back. You know, we have Marcus. You know, he was huge in the tournament. And, you know, all the incoming guys. We have so much talent coming in next year, and you know, we're definitely going to make another run. So, you know, this team is definitely going to be deep next year, depending on who comes back. So, and, you know, Coach Cal's always going to do a great job of developing the players. So.
How much did you guys, the guys that were trying to make a decision, talk to each other? Was there much of that, or about what you were going to do?
A little bit, but I mean, this wasn't about, you know, it was just about the team personally, and I mean, each individual player personally, and what he thought was best for his future. And, you know, any decision any player made, you know, we were going to have their back 100%, and that's the biggest thing. I mean, we became brothers throughout the year, and, you know, if it was time for somebody to leave or not, or if they're staying, you know, we're going to have their back 100% because we know they're doing the best thing for them. You can't go wrong with either decision.
What have you heard about where you might go in the draft?
I mean, I'm not sure, you know, there's I mean, I'm not sure, you know, I'm blessed to be in a position to be able to have the chance to get drafted, and I'm pretty sure when we start the combine and, you know, the workouts on individual teams, I'll have a better feeling of where I would go, but I was confident enough to enter the draft.
Have you picked an agent, and do you have a plan as to how you will prepare for the draft?
I haven't, but, you know, I've talked to my family about it, and, you know, we're going to continue to pray about it and, you know, go through the right process, and, you know, I'll come to a conclusion on, you know, what agent I want.
Julius, how satisfying was your postseason run? And in some way, did that give you more peace about this decision, as you did get to the final?
It was, like I said, an experience I'll never forget. Just all the adversity that we went through all year, and to finally have the opportunity to play for a national championship, and, you know, to see how we came together during the postseason run, you know, it's just something I'll never forget. And like I said, it'll always, I mean, I'll grow old one day and I'll be able to tell my children or grandchildren about, you know, something that I did when I was 19 years old. So it'll always be a memory for me.
Julius, how much, if at all, do you think that just the experience, the scrutiny, the adversity prepared you for what's ahead?
I mean, it just prepared me to learn how to deal with situations. You know, each day you have to take things a day at a time. You know, you're definitely going to face adversity in your life, whether it's basketball or not. So just facing this, you know, being basketball related, and all the doubt that you may have and all the criticism, you know, it just taught me how to deal with things, and I can apply it to life as well.
What would your advice be to the freshmen coming in here about handling the expectation? You just said they're going to, you know, this team could be great, they're going to make another run. Depending on who comes back, this team maybe starts number one again next year. Advice to young guys about handling it?
Well, me personally, I think that's why I was able to, you know, deal with the criticism myself, because I never really fed into it or really read anything or, you know, believed anything. You know, I just, you know, tried to stay in my own, you know, little circle or a little bubble, and, you know, focused on the team. And, you know, that's all I really cared about. So, I mean, as long as you're invested into the team, that's your total focus, and, you know, investing into being a student athlete, then, I mean, you won't really waver too much from the criticism or expectations.
Julius, how old were you when you first started thinking about the NBA?
I don't know an exact age, but, I mean, probably since I started playing basketball at 3 or 4 years old. I mean, you know, I grew up watching guys, grew up watching the NBA playoffs and stuff like that, and it's just always where I wanted to be.
Julius, you were almost exclusively a low post player here. How is your game going to change in the NBA?
I'm not sure. You know, I wouldn't necessarily say that. You know, Coach Cal did a great job of, you know, using me in many different ways. just happened that, you know, posting up and low post player, you know, was one of my strengths here. And, you know, everybody had to sacrifice. Everybody had their role. And once we, you know, bought into the role and believed in the role, I think that's why we made the postseason run. And, you know, we just believed in each other and in our role that Coach had for us.
How much did you learn from that postseason run about your game? I mean, Cal's talking about less is more, and how much did you take that to heart? And how much you feel like that really changed your game or enhanced your game?
It changed my game a lot. You know, I didn't have to worry about, you know, doing anything crazy or going out there trying to score a lot of points or anything like that, because, I mean, we just had so much talent that, I mean, that's the way it should have been. So, I mean, I wasn't too much worried about it. You know, less is more. We saw what he did with Andrew, how it worked, and, you know, I had all the faith in Coach. And, you know, that's why I came here, because I trusted his advice, and, you know, less is more, and, you know, that's how I was able to contribute to the run late in the season.
What stands out in your mind was things you did this season or things that happened?
Just how we overcame things. You know, we went through a lot, you know, personally and as a team. You know, we took a lot of things. Some of it was fair, some of it wasn't fair, but, you know, at the end of the day, it never shook us. You know, we always stayed together, and it just lets you know about each individual on the team, how tough-minded they are. You know, a lot of days I don't go into practice or go into a game and I don't, you know, feeling well or, you know, but, you know, I look at those guys and I know that they've been through everything I've been through, and, you know, just constantly gives you motivation to push through the day.
Have you talked to Andrew and Aaron at all? And how much feedback did you get from them? And any idea where their heads are right now?
You know, I can't really speak for them. You know, I haven't, you know, given them any advice or anything like that. You know, if I'm talking to anybody, it's just because I'm trying to see how they're doing, or, you know, we're just talking about, you know, normal teenage things or whatever. So, you know, I'm pretty sure they'll make the best decision for them. But as far as where they'll go or whether they'll declare or not, I can't, you know, speak on that.
Now, one more question. What advice is Coach Calvin
As far as
deciding which way to go, or NBA or anything?
he just, you know, he gave me all the information, you know, what NBA teams are seeing, the feedback he's got. And, you know, I just took the information and talked with my family about it. And, you know, he told me that he felt like I was ready. You know, it was up to me whether I wanted to come back or not. But, you know, he was my biggest supporter, or he was a big supporter for me throughout this whole process. And, you know, he put me in a position to be able to declare, and, you know, I'm happy for that opportunity.
Thank you.